In a quaint, quiet town, a young woman named Emily inherits an old, ornate doll from her grandmother. The doll, with its glassy eyes and elaborate dress, looks innocent at first, but it harbors a dark secret. Emily receives the doll in a dusty wooden box, tied with a faded ribbon. She places it on a shelf in her bedroom, unaware of the doll's sinister past. Emily starts to feel an unsettling presence in her home. Objects move on their own, and she hears faint whispers at night. The atmosphere in her house becomes increasingly eerie. Emily's behavior begins to change. She becomes more withdrawn and irritable, experiencing sudden mood swings and unexplained blackout. One night, Emily wakes up in a different room, with no memory of how she got there. The doll is found sitting on a chair nearby, its eyes seemingly following her. Emily confides in her friend Sarah, who notices the drastic change in her. Sarah suggests getting rid of the doll, but Emily feels an inexplicable attachment to it. Sarah investigates the doll's history and discovers it belonged to a young girl who died under mysterious circumstances. The doll was believed to be cursed, bringing misfortune to its owners. The doll's influence over Emily grows stronger. She starts losing large chunks of time and wakes up to find herself doing things she doesn't remember, often with the doll nearby. Emily's appearance begins to change. Dark circles form under her eyes, her skin pales, and she starts to resemble the doll more and more. Emily experiences a full possession episode, during which she becomes violent and attacks Sarah. Afterward, she has no memory of the event. Terrified, Sarah reaches out to a paranormal expert, Dr. Collins, who agrees to help. Dr. Collins warns that the doll is a vessel for a malevolent spirit seeking to take over Emily completely. Sarah and Dr. Collins try to destroy the doll, but it proves resistant to their efforts. Every attempt to burn or break it is met with supernatural resistance. Dr. Collins suggests performing a binding ritual to contain the spirit. They gather the necessary items and prepare to perform the ritual at Emily's house. During the first attempt, the spirit fights back fiercely, causing violent poltergeist activity. The ritual fails, and Emily's condition worsens. Emily's health deteriorates rapidly. She becomes bedridden, and her eyes take on a vacant, doll-like stare. The spirit's hold on her strengthens. Dr. Collins devises a final, more powerful ritual that requires the combined efforts of Sarah and Emily's family. They must confront the spirit head-on. The group prepares for the final ritual, gathering protective charms and practicing the incantations. Emily, in her few lucid moments, agrees to fight back. The ritual begins, and the spirit manifests, using Emily's body to attack the group. They struggle to hold Emily down and continue the ritual. Sarah reaches out to Emily, reminding her of their friendship and urging her to fight the spirit. Emily's eyes briefly regain their clarity, giving the group the strength to continue. The spirit fights back with all its might, causing chaos in the house. Objects fly around, and the room grows cold and dark. Emily's will to live and the love from her friends and family start to weaken the spirit. The doll's eyes crack, signaling the spirit's vulnerability. With a final push, the group manages to complete the incantation. The spirit lets out a horrifying scream as it is forced out of Emily's body. The doll shatters into pieces, releasing a dark mist that dissipates into the air. The room returns to normal, and Emily collapses, exhausted but free from the spirit's grip. Emily slowly recovers, regaining her strength and clarity. She remembers everything that happened and is grateful for her friends and family's support. The group cleans up the remnants of the doll in the aftermath of the battle. Emily decides to move away from the house, seeking a fresh start. Emily begins a new chapter in her life, free from the haunted doll. She takes up new hobbies and reconnects with old friends, finding joy in life once more. Sarah remains vigilant, continuing her research on haunted objects to prevent others from suffering the same fate. She and Emily stay close, their friendship strengthened by their ordeal. Dr. Collins warns that there are many more haunted objects in the world, and that vigilance and caution are essential. He continues his work, helping others plagued by the supernatural. The pieces of the shattered doll are taken to a secure location, where they are buried and blessed to prevent the spirit from returning. Emily finds a new home in a different town. She decorates it with bright colors and cheerful items, ensuring no remnants of her dark past follow her. Emily adopts a pet, a small dog that brings her joy and companionship. The dog helps her feel safe and loved in her new environment. Emily's new neighbors welcome her warmly, helping her to integrate into the community and build new, positive relationships. Emily occasionally has nightmares about the doll, but she learns to cope with them through therapy and the support of her friends. Emily decides to write about her experience, hoping to help others who might encounter similar horrors. Her book becomes a cautionary tale, warning of the dangers of cursed objects. Emily's book garners attention, and she is invited to speak about her experience. She uses this platform to educate others about the supernatural and the importance of vigilance. Emily reconnects with distant family members, strengthening her support network and ensuring she is never alone in her struggles. Inspired by her ordeal, Emily pursues a career in counseling, helping others who have experienced trauma and supernatural encounters. Emily's experience with the haunted doll makes her stronger and more resilient. She faces life's challenges with renewed courage and determination. Emily is confronted by a minor spirit seeking revenge. Using the knowledge and strength gained from her past ordeal, she successfully banishes the spirit, proving her growth and resilience. Emily's story inspires others to share their own experiences with haunted objects, creating a community of support and vigilance against the supernatural. Emily finds lasting peace, surrounded by loved ones and free from the fear of possession. She looks forward to a future filled with hope and happiness.